They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
First impressions?
First impressions are important.
That's true in life and in the world of wrestling. A shocking or thrilling debut can often set a character on a path to stardom.
Stardom is mine!
Establish a wrestler as an immediate threat, or introduce something totally fresh to the audience. Join us in our debut episode of The Royal Grumble as we examine the top 10 most electrifying WWE debuts that shocked the wrestling world. First, a few guidelines before we get started.
According to your guidelines.
This list only has WWE main roster debuts. That includes first matches, first promos, and first glimpses at a character. These are individual debuts, so no tag teams or factions allowed on this list. With that out of the way,
Get on with it!
I'm Kyle from Dapper Moose Entertainment, and let's get ready to grumble about wrestling.
Wrestling.
Number 10, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's WWE debut in 1999 was nothing short of a spectacular entrance onto the grand stage of professional wrestling. As an Olympic gold medalist in freestyle wrestling, Angle brought a level of legitimacy and athleticism rarely seen in the industry. After several weeks of vignettes, Angle made his in-ring debut on November 14, 1999 at Survivor Series at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. Angle defeated Shawn Stasiak in a shade under 6 minutes.
Respect.
That also included a mid-match promo where Angle scolded the audience for booing an Olympic gold medalist. Boo! It came at the direction of Vince McMahon through referee Mike Chioda, and the promo got Angle instant heat from the audience.
I hate you! I hate you!
While the match versus the wrestler who would go on to be known as Meat wasn't Angle's best, kicked off arguably the greatest rookie year in WWE history, as well as a legendary career by one of the best all-around performers to ever lace up a pair of boots. Number 9, John Cena. Although it's hard to see him these days, it was impossible to ignore John Cena's debut. With one phrase and one promo, the 16-time world champion ushered in a new WWE era. Ruthless aggression.
Tough guy. Thinks he's a tough guy.
What made John Cena's debut noteworthy was his rapid evolution as a character. His initial gimmick wasn't catching on, and rumor has it he was close to being future endeavored, but Stephanie McMahon overheard Cena's freestyle rapping, and the rest is history. From word life to hustle, loyalty, and respect, without this memorable debut, the WWE Universe would have missed out on a global icon who has transcended the world of professional wrestling. Number 8, The Big Show. Well, in 1999, The Big Show, initially known by his real name Paul White, made a colossal impact with his WWE debut.
He's huge.
Joining WWE at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre pay-per-view, The Big Show interfered in a steel cage match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon, tearing through the canvas and solidifying himself as an unstoppable force in the WWE in his very first day. An imposing figure standing at 7 feet tall and weighing over 500 pounds, The Big Show's arrival was a giant gain for WWE in their quest to squash WCW, their major competition at the time. The sheer dominance displayed during his first appearance signaled a new era of big men in WWE and set the stage for a career that would see him capture multiple championships and become one of the most enduring figures in the company.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
Number 7, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's iconic entrance song says she doesn't give a damn about her reputation. But her reputation certainly changed since her WWE debut. Rousey was a UFC champion and one of the most recognizable faces in MMA when she traded the octagon for the squared circle. Like Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey's pedigree outside of the WWE made her a credible threat and an instant star. Rousey's debut at the 2018 Royal Rumble shocked many outside the wrestling world.
What? I can't believe it!
Her first appearance as a signed WWE superstar came after Asuka won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. Champions Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss joined the Empress of Tomorrow in the ring when the opening of Joan Jett and the Blackheart's bad reputation starts blaring. Once Rousey appears, the Philly crowd erupts, providing one of the biggest pops you'll ever hear. What follows is a few minutes of awkward smiling and repeated pointing at the WrestleMania sign, but it's really the crowd's reaction that makes the moment feel important, exciting, and special. WWE kept that same energy heading into WrestleMania season and built up Ronda's in-ring debut into a must-see event. Rousey teamed with Kurt Angle to take on Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, where the MMA star had one of the best in-ring debuts in history at WrestleMania 34. A year later, her talent and star power carried her to co-headline the main event at WrestleMania 35 with Charlotte Flair and the Man, Becky Lynch. Rousey's Royal Rumble debut and first match at Mania provided one of the greatest 1-2 punches of all time and drew a lot of attention to the women's division.
Finally paying attention to me.
Number 6. AJ Styles. Speaking of highly anticipated Royal Rumble debuts, AJ Styles' entrance into the 2016 Royal Rumble match sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. After a highly successful career in various promotions outside of the WWE, Styles entered the match to a thunderous ovation from the crowd.
The crowd is really excited.
His surprise entry as the third participant in the Royal Rumble match immediately ignited the audience's excitement. The phenomenal one wasted no time in showcasing his incredible skills, leaving fans in awe with high-flying maneuvers and proving himself as one of the best workers in the world. AJ's WWE debut added to his remarkable resume, and not only signaled the arrival of a top-tier talent, but also laid the foundation for a chapter in his career that would cement him as one of the best in the business. Number 5. Paige. There's hardly a better way to make your main roster debut than by winning a championship, which is exactly what Paige did on April 7th, 2014. Divas champion AJ Lee was in the ring celebrating her title defense from the night before at WrestleMania 30 when Paige, the NXT Women's Champion at the time, came to the ring. AJ Lee didn't appreciate the interruption and challenged the newcomer to a title match, which turned out to be a big mistake on the Divas champion's part.
What did I just do?
Paige shocked the raucous crowd by winning the title in her debut. At just 21 years old, Paige became the youngest Divas champion in WWE history. The electrifying moment solidified Paige as a force to be reckoned with in the industry for years to come.
She's amazing.
Number 4. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's WWE debut was a seismic event in the world of professional wrestling. He debuted on WWE television on the March 18, 2002 episode of Raw, as a heel attacking Al Snow, Maven, and Spike Dudley during their WWF, at the time, Hardcore Championship match. Known as the next big thing, Lesnar brought an unparalleled combination of size, power, and intensity to the ring. Within a few months of his debut, Brock Lesnar's trajectory reached unprecedented heights. He became the youngest WWE champion in history at the time by defeating The Rock at SummerSlam 2002. The Beast Incarnate's victory marked the beginning of his dominance as a main event player, His in-ring prowess, coupled with a menacing presence, set a new standard in professional wrestling.
He's a monster.
Which means you could kill us.
Number 3, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho broke the walls down with his WWE debut on the August 9th, 1999 episode of Monday Night Raw. For weeks, a mysterious countdown teased the arrival of a new superstar. When the clock finally hit 0, Jericho made his grand entrance to an elated crowd. The arena was abuzz as the former WCW cruiserweight interrupted The Rock, establishing Jericho as an immediate star.
Holy cow! Wow.
The moment marked a pivotal shift in Jericho's career, propelling him into the WWE spotlight, where he would go on to achieve numerous championships and solidify his status as one of the industry's all-time greats. Jericho's debut remains a testament to the artistry he brings to professional wrestling. That is his trademark. The Painmaker is still going strong and continues to reinvent himself to keep his character fresh. Congratulations, Chris Jericho. You just made the list! Number 2, The Undertaker. A select few superstars can elicit a visceral reaction by a simple sound. Since The Undertaker's debut at Survivor Series in 1990, his eerie presence has haunted, or blessed, the WWE since. Initially introduced as the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase's mystery teammate, The Undertaker tore through Koko B. Ware and Dusty Rhodes before getting counted out. On commentary, Roddy Piper and Gorilla Monsoon did an amazing job putting over The Undertaker as a monster heel. The Undertaker's debut gave birth to a storied career and arguably the best gimmick of all time. Mark Calloway, the man behind the Mystique, became a cornerstone of WWE after leaving WCW by creating a legendary character and displaying awe-inspiring athleticism for a man of his size. Much like Chris Jericho, the Deadman's ability to evolve with the times, adapt his character, and deliver compelling matches provided him a lengthy career as a cultural icon. And his mere presence brought us the most impressive debut in WWE history, which is coming up next. Number 1, Kane. As for being number 1 on this list, that's gotta be Kane! For months, Paul Bearer, The Undertaker's former manager, teased revealing a major secret from The Undertaker's past. The Deadman didn't do enough to silence Paul Bearer, and on October 5th, 1997, at In Your House Bad Blood, his past caught up with him. Bathed in red light and accompanied by Paul Bearer, The Undertaker's kayfabe brother, Kane, made his iconic debut.
Ooh, hot. Oh, yeah, that's hot. That is hot.
The character portrayed by Glenn Jacobs, previously saddled with gimmicks such as Isaac Yankem DDS and Fake Diesel, immediately made his presence known. The Big Red Machine interrupted the first ever Hell in a Cell match by tearing the cage door off the hinges. Upon entering the cage, Kane was face to face with the brother who allegedly burned him alive and left him for dead. Kane attacked The Undertaker, tombstoning him and allowing Shawn Michaels to become the number 1 contender for Bret Hart's WWE Championship, which set up a match at Survivor Series 1997, which we won't talk about yet. Kane's debut remains a pivotal moment in the history of professional wrestling, marking the birth of a character who would last for decades. And that's our list. Do you have other memorable WWE debuts or want us to cover a specific topic? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching the Royal Grumble. If you enjoyed our first episode, please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to give you more exciting wrestling content. We'll see you next time. Changing the game.